at the end of the first turn in 1941, for the Italians, we've yet to do the BEF, or the Allies, I should say. We've eliminated a stack here. We killed some of the 7th Armoured units, and also over here we took out the 4th Royal Horse, and here we advanced back down the highway by eliminating another little armoured unit from 7th, the 7th Hussars. These guys, they just took a beat down, and I think, let me grab the rules, we had to roll for O'Connor being involved in combat, and I assume that it goes whether in combat is it defensive or offensive. You have to roll for that dude, and we roll. Dang it, it's 2 dice. I roll 1. All right. 10. He's okay. I rolled a 1 earlier on, and I knew that I thought it was a 2 or 3, or 1, 2, or 3 was a kill, but it's 2 dice. All right, okay, so O'Connor lives. That would have been nice if I had killed him off. And there's the losses for the turn so far. There's actually 1 more unit than that, but so the Allies have lost a lot of troops. Hey there, welcome back to Big Board. We're looking at January 1st, 1941, and it's the end of the Italian turn. They won initiative, and in essence, it's clear weather. We haven't had any exciting random events this turn. The Italians have done extraordinarily well here for a couple of reasons. I think, first of all, they've managed to husband their supply to a certain degree, and they've used reserves very effectively, and they have also leveraged, when they can, their artillery. And so if we look here, most of these hedgehog units have artillery in them, and what we've been doing during the reaction phase for the Italians is combining a fair amount of firepower and trying to DG stacks of Allied forces here and here and here. And where possible, then, if I've been able to DG those units, I will try and cobble enough forces together, and in my turn, then attack. So in the preceding turn, the Allies went first. Then in the reaction phase, we had 2 units in reserve. They fired artillery. They managed to DG some of these stacks, and that then allowed the Italians to make some moves and reposition themselves. This little breakthrough that happened here really should have been 2 hexes wide. It's now kind of put everyone in a state of jeopardy. The Italian turn has killed off 2 or 3 units, so it's been pretty brutal. The British this turn, I think we're going to have to pull back and consolidate forces one more time. We've already done this once. We tried to push along the road here, and really found the lack of the New Zealand forces to be painful. And so now we're in a situation where we've lost we've lost 3 elements from, let me bring them over here, 3 elements from the armored units. I'll show you the guys. So we've lost these guys here, and this little light tank unit. I mean, they're two decent sized forces, 4.58s, right? That's pretty powerful stuff. It's pretty sucky for the Brits right now. A bit of a loss how to play this. In the meantime, the Italian turn, they swept around here, fueled up these guys, and just forced this artillery to retreat. They killed a Polish unit, which I also think I've moved too soon. He should be still restricted by the Mersa Matruh borders, I think. We made a couple of mistakes in that regard as we play this game, but grand scheme of things, I don't think it's making too much of an impact. But what we can see is that Solemn at least is down to just down to 5T of supply. Bardia has 2 SP left. We've still got quite a bit of supply into Rook. But the Italians are doing it really, really well. The first few turns here of what I would call the real game. And I am thinking that as soon as we start getting some replacements, the Allies are going to have to... I'll see April. Replacements don't start coming in until April. So we'll be relying on reinforcements to try and bolster things up, which means over the course of the next few turns, if we look down the map, it's mostly empty, but we're going to be bringing in a lot of German reinforcements over the next 2 months. So we'll see how this all plays out. It's been pretty interesting so far. The terrain is quite tricky, and this is a very dense area to play in, so it's easy to make mistakes. The hedgehogs are helping compensate quite well for the weak ARs that the Italians have. All right, that's a quick update for you.